everybody. It is day 19 of the 31 Baby Steps FlyLady series. So today we're going to talk about if we're ready for these changes. I've kind of been talking to my husband a little bit about this as we've gone along, and I've kind of alluded to it in a couple of videos. So what she calls it is, are you ready for your house to feel like a vacation getaway? And what she means is right now your stuff is cluttering your house. And so it's keeping your house from looking like a vacation home, basically. Like whenever you go on vacation, you only have the necessities and things like that. Now, she's not talking about being a minimalist, but she's talking about getting your house to a point where there's not clutter around everywhere. And if you've been doing this series, you're seeing it already in your home, in certain rooms, because we've been working on different types of rooms along the way. So, for example, my room, and now the living room is starting to look like that, because I've been working on those two rooms so far in this series. And I kept commenting that it doesn't look like my house, you know, and stuff. But at the same time, I've also noticed that I haven't been antsing to get out as much, because before I'm like, the weekend would hit and I'd be like, let's get out of the house, because it would be like everything's closing in on me. And that's something that she talks about too in this chapter, is that sometimes we feel overwhelmed by our clutter, that it makes us just want to escape it. So anyway, we're going to kind of reflect on that today and everything, but first we've got to do our morning routine. So we are dressed to lace up shoes. I am dressed today. Let me show you my shoes. Alright, here are my lace-up shoes and my purple laces. So let's get started on our morning routine. I got nice clean sink here this morning, waiting for me. And the dishes are clean, it's just my husband was trying to see if he could make coffee and opened it already, but oh, never mind. My mother-in-law already emptied it. Well, there you go. Sometimes you get a little surprise. Okay, well, I don't have to do that today. Alright, time to make the bed. It's quite messy today, so yeah. Set your timer. Or not set your timer, but see how long it takes you to make your bed. Alright, so that took about 3 minutes today. You know, it's normally been taking me 2, but I had to put some things away. There was coat hangers and my robe, so I had to put all that up. So that's what led to the extra minute. But make your bed. It only takes a few minutes and it's done and it looks nice. Alright, so for my 2-minute hotspot, this is what I'm going to do today. I feel like all I'm doing lately is removing tags from things we bought. So this is from a consignment sale for Xander for his summer clothes. So I'm going to remove the tags and see how far I get on this. It's a pretty big pile. So set your timer for 2 minutes and see what you can get done for your 2-minute hotspot. Alright, I didn't get very far. Here's the pile still. But I'll tell you why. These daggum safety pins. So I removed all those tags, and there's my safety pins. As you can see, several had to be removed. I had this one on a wire hanger, so I had to take the wire hanger off because I hate wire hangers. This shirt was also on a wire hanger, and some of the shorts were on hangers. This pair of shorts had 3 safety pins attached to it, and the safety pins were so small, you couldn't get it off the hanger hardly. So that's what took the majority of my time, which slowed me down. So that's why I didn't get very much done. So, but I used that hanger to hang up this shirt because it had a wire hanger. So I'm going to get rid of the plastic and wire hangers and hang these up in his closet. This is actually what he's going to wear today. And then this goes in his drawer. And I don't know what I'm going to do with the life preserver yet. It really needs to go in the boat. Alright, so set your timer for 2 minutes and attack your hot spots and see what you can get done. Since I'm really dedicated to getting this done, this is also going to be part of my 5-minute room rescue, so I'm going to spend another 5 minutes on these clothes. So I just want to get them put away. And right now they're just sitting on my couch. So set your timer for 5 minutes and see what you can get done in your room that you're working on. Okay, so my 5 minutes is over. Here's my trash. There's all the safety pins I removed. These are the hangers that are going in the trash. These are all the shorts that are good to go, and these are all the shirts that are ready to go. So I'm going to put those in this closet, those in this drawer, throw away those, put up the safety pins. Alright, so set your timer for 5 minutes and see what all you can get done. You may be surprised. For today's 15-minute declutter, I want to finish this area up here. I don't think that's going to take 15 minutes, so I'm going to have to find some other area to declutter in the meantime. But that should finish this up. Set your timer for 15 minutes and declutter in your area that you're going to focus on today. Alright, so I went through everything that was in that top area there. Some old glasses that I'm going to put away with the other old glasses we have. We're going to donate those eventually. Some gloves, so those are going to go back in the closet. Extra cell phone, so that's going to go on our secretary's desk because we have another extra cell phone in case anybody breaks theirs. They have a spare. This one I'm going to have to ask my husband if he needs to keep it, so I'll put it back up there in the meantime. Some tools. We find tools everywhere. Have you noticed that? My daughter's senior picture, so I'm going to put those away. And then all this here is trash. All right, and that only took me about 5 minutes, so I'm going to keep going. All right, here's another group of my son's clothes we bought at the consignment sale, so I'm going to remove the tags, get these ready to go as part of my rest of my 15 minutes. I think I can get this group done in the 15 minutes. All right, I still have time even, but I got all the tags off of everything. So those are all the shoes, and then there's grabbing some. These are the shorts. I've got them folded up. These are swim shirt and shorts. They're folded up. Pajamas, they're folded up. And then we've got his shirts that are going to get hung up. And then this is all the trash that I had left. So I'm going to have to find another area to finish decluttering. All right, this is the last area I'm going to spend some time in. This definitely needs some help. So I think I got 4.5 minutes left, so let me see what I can get done in 4.5 minutes. All right, so I'm done. Basically, I got this side of my desk completed. I have my blood pressure cuff here because I'm having to monitor my blood pressure quite a bit, as well as my blood pressure medicine, because that reminds me to take it first thing in the morning, so that's why I have it right there. Let's see here. Yeah, so that's cleared off. So the only thing I have to take back is my scarf needs to go back to my room. This needs to go to my son's room. All this is trash. Not all of this was right now. Some of this was just already in my trash can. And that's about it. So I did have a couple of things that are going to have to be shredded, so I put those in my shred bin. But that's it. It was pretty easy. A lot of things were action items that I just haven't done anything with, so I put them over here to keep them all organized so I remember to get them done. But that was it. All right, so set your timer for 15 minutes. You'd be surprised at what all you can get done, especially if you can get 3 areas done, like I did today. Okay, so I wanted to take a few minutes right now and talk about what this chapter in her book is about. So this chapter in her book is asking if you're ready for your house to look like a vacation home or an oasis, something like this, something to that nature. And what she's referring to in this is the fact that our homes are changing as we're going through this process. And you might not recognize your home when you're going through it because of the fact that you are getting rid of some of your clutter, and some of that clutter's been there for a while. And sometimes that becomes a place of comfort. I know, oddly enough, for me, that was the case. Because I notice whenever I have an empty space, it's hard for me to accept the fact that now that's an empty space and that it's okay to have that empty space. I now know that it is okay to have that, but it's gotten harder, or it was harder at first whenever I was going through the process, both the FlyLady process and also the KonMari process. Now, the KonMari process, I started with my clothing, and I wanted to be true to her way of doing things, so I folded everything, which of course made me feel really weird about my closet being empty except for dresses. So sometimes it's weird, and sometimes we got to get out of our comfort zone. But then you find beauty in the emptiness, just like you found beauty in the clutter, or comfort in the clutter. But also, the good news is, sometimes with the clutter, we get frustrated and we get stressed out. And it might be that we don't even realize it was stressing us out until we get rid of it. And then we see that sense of emptiness and the space that it frees up. So suddenly a house or even a room that seemed so like comfortable but yet closing in suddenly feels open and free. So that's what she's talking about, is getting adjusted to those changes, and being okay with those changes, because they're going to happen. It's a natural step of this process. I mentioned my bedroom for me was the first thing that I noticed, that I went into my bedroom and I'm like, whoa, this doesn't look like my bedroom anymore. This looks like somebody else's bedroom. This looks like whenever I go to my friends' houses that have it all together. You know, we all have those people, right? And you see their house and you're just like, man, one of these days I'll have a house like that. That's how it was feeling to me. And at first I wasn't okay with that. At first that felt a little strange. But then I came to grips with it and realized that no, that's actually the look I'm wanting to have for my house anyway, was to have that and to have that open feeling. We just haven't had it because we've been so cluttered and bogged down with stuff. So that's what she's talking about, that we need to soul search within ourselves and see if we're really ready for that step. If we're not, then maybe you need to scale it back a little bit more and maybe not do a 15-minute declutter, but do a 5-minute declutter. That way you really just see it change slowly. And maybe in that way it'll be easier for you. 15 minutes seems to be doing well for me. I've also done sections of my house using the KonMari method, and for me, those places have been okay for me. Like I said, the biggest shocker was the clothing, but once I got finished with that, the other areas that I've decluttered have been fine. It hasn't freaked me out yet. Anyway, we'll see. But just think about that and think about how you feel about clutter and kind of do a mental... what's the word I'm looking for? Not checklist, but a mental audit. There you go. A mental audit of what you feel about clutter and how you're going to think about clutter in the future. It's important to look at this, and it's important to think about this stuff. Because you never know how you're really going to feel once it's done, and you need to be prepared for how you're going to feel, whether good or bad. You know, you might feel that you do need a little clutter in your life, and if you feel that way and find that that's what you need to do, that's okay, just as long as you're not a hoarder. So it's okay to have a little bit of clutter and just know that, hey, you know what? That table over there, I'm going to be okay with that table being cluttered, but this one over here needs to be clean. You know, something like that. So just think about all that, do a mental audit, and be prepared to move on to the next level of this whole mission and this whole baby step series. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. All right, the dishes are running and a nice clean shiny sink here. I do have one little stain which is bugging me, which is right there. It's a little orange stain, but we'll scrub away at it and it'll go away. I don't know what my husband put there, but anyway. Other than that, nice shiny sink and nice fresh clean towel ready for the next day. Get your evening routine going. Okay, so I got my clothes set out for tomorrow. I'm going to be wearing this shirt with the black pants, my lace-up shoes. So we're ready to go. So pick out your outfits for tomorrow. Think about weather and think about what you got to do today. The next day. I'm getting tongue-tied tonight. All right, I hope you brushed your teeth. I did. Okay, so today we talked about kind of coming to grips with the whole cleaning and decluttering part of your life and your house, and how that's all going to play out and how you're going to react to all of that, and if you're going to be okay with it all and things like that, and trying to get yourself adjusted to the changes so that way you don't go back to the way things used to be, and you keep going with the FlyLady series and the FlyLady steps that she's teaching you each day. Now tomorrow we're going to be doing laundry. Yes, the thing that I know a lot of y'all have been like, man, we haven't done any laundry yet. This is kind of crazy. Now I'm sure you've probably been doing laundry because you had to do laundry, but we're going to do laundry tomorrow, and I'm going to kind of show you where I am in my laundry processes, which let me know I'm a little behind, which that's fine, because for the process of this series, you'll at least see where I'm at in real time. with laundry and stuff. So we're going to go over laundry tomorrow. So tune in. That will be day 20. So this is day 19. We've made it through 19 days. We're coming on the back stretch now. So y'all are doing fantastic. Thank you for being with me and hanging in there throughout this whole process. Can't wait to see what tomorrow brings. So I will talk to you all later. Bye.